anything like me, you're terrified of settling in any area of your life, especially your relationships. But today, I'm going to break down the 5 areas that you may be settling in your life and how to go from stuck to successful in just 5 easy steps. Oh sis, I hope you are ready for this episode. If you are, get your pen, your paper, your ambition planner, and let's go. Hello Ambition Babes, welcome back to my channel. My name is Dion, also known as the Face of Ambition across all social media platforms, and I am so excited that you have found this video, honey. If this is your very first time visiting this channel, I help women over 40 who are ready to reinvent themselves and prioritize self-care. If you are obsessed with making yourself a priority, reinventing yourself, you're starting a glow up journey, you're ready to lose weight, start a business, become your full and most authentic self, I'm so glad that you found this space. I have been on a reinvention journey for some time now, and I am determined to be 1% better today than I was the day before. I take my reinvention journey so seriously, and I'm so excited to be able to share the things that I've learned, the things that I've taught, the things that I've experienced, the things that I've overcome, the things that I'm struggling with you every single week. If you like this type of content, please make sure that you give it a thumbs up. That just lets YouTube know that you are enjoying it, and it also suggests it to other individuals. Now here's the deal. If you like this content, you give it a thumbs up, and even if you drop a comment in the comment section below, I need for you to make sure and share it with your best girlfriend. Do not be stingy, honey. We do not gatekeep around here. I know we hear stuff all the time that we're like, girl, my sister needs to hear that. My best friend needs to hear this. Make sure that you send it to them today and tell them to subscribe. Okay, blah, blah, blah. I've gotten through all the pleasantries. I've welcomed you to our channel, but I am ready to get into the meat of what we're discussing today because I have had a fear ever since I was probably 18, 19, 20 of settling in life. I have a really strong fear of just missing out. Like FOMO for me is real. I always feel like there has to be something more. Am I doing my very best? Am I achieving all of my most ambitious goals? And for me, I always want to feel secure in my decisions. I want to feel like I'm doing it because I want to. I'm showing up the way I want to show up. I'm feeling my most authentic self, and people are experiencing me the way I intend for them to experience me. But if I'm settling for something that I am not, if I'm in a city that I don't like, if I'm in a relationship that does not serve me, if I'm in a career that I hate, if I'm not prioritizing my health and wellness, then yeah, I am settling. And today I'm going to break down the 5 areas that you have settled in the past. It is time to go from stuck to successful, honey. It is time to leave those past and poor behaviors behind. And so I'm going to jump right into step number 1 where you may have settled in life, and that is in your health and well-being. Now, some of you all know I've been on a health and wellness journey for some time now. Something that is really important to me is to ensure that I'm taking my own health seriously. I'm not dependent on anyone telling me what's wrong with me. If I feel something, I'm going to say something. If something seems wrong, I'm going to be Googling it. There is no way that I'm going to settle with your opinion, or I'm going to settle with anyone else's diagnosis or what they believe is wrong with me. If they say that something's wrong, get a second opinion. If you feel like there's something going on with your body, don't just say, I have this ache and pain. It's always that way. Make sure that you take your health seriously. As I've shared in previous videos, I've had an ectopic pregnancy twice. During the weeks that led up to my surgery, I felt horrible. I knew that something was wrong with my body. I knew that I wasn't feeling well. I just felt sickly but weak and just in a brain fog. I didn't necessarily have any of the symptoms of a traditional pregnancy, but I really felt bad, especially the level of pain that I felt. And one day it took my sister noticing that I was in too much pain for me to actually acknowledge that I was just settling with the pain that I felt in my body. I was literally just so accustomed to having cramps and having migraines and having back pain that I didn't pay attention to the fact that my body was actually dying. I was so far along in my ectopic pregnancy that I had to have emergency surgery in order to remove the baby. You guys, we only have one body. Our health and well-being is so important to our success. Whenever we start settling with just the pains that we have, the things that are in our family lineage, like everybody in my family has high blood pressure, so I am going to as well. That is not true. You do not have to have something just because it runs in your family history. You can overcome it. We can take complete control of our health and change our circumstance. So I want to encourage you to identify the areas of your health and well-being that you are just settling with. I know a lot of my girlies have PCOS and they're like, oh, because I have PCOS, I can't do certain things, or I have acne, or I have these types of cravings, or I gain this type of weight. Girl, you don't have to settle with any of that. Identify natural ways that you can start healing your body, drinking more water, working out, moving your body to help it to feel better and to heal itself. We get so complacent in so many areas, and health and wellness is a space that I take extremely seriously, not just because I could have lost my life, but because I understand how often we as women just take on so much. We are so busy. We have so many responsibilities that oftentimes we just settle with the things that are wrong with our health and just act as if it's normal. You know, that is why I got a personal trainer with Train Well. It's because I thought that I could do it on my own. I was settling with the small wins that I was having in the gym. Okay, I'm sorry. I hate to interrupt what I'm saying, but I had to stop this video just for a moment to let you know that this video is being sponsored by Train Well. I cannot believe I forgot to mention that, but back to what I was saying, because it's really important. If I lost 3 pounds in a month, I was so excited. But when I realized there was so much more to my workout, there was so much more that I could do. I was lifting 5 pounds, but baby, the moment that a trainer pushed me a little bit, I was lifting 25 pounds. I thought all that I could do was a hot girl walk. All of a sudden, my trainer is like, push that up to a 6-7 incline and let me get 8 on that speed. Before you knew it, I was running. I stopped settling with my health and wellness. I have pushed myself, and my confidence is through the roof. I've had personal trainers in the past and have got amazing results. So I was excited to meet my certified fitness personal trainer, Erica, during our intro call. First of all, we're friends in my head because she totally gets me. We were matched on my personal preferences and goals that were indicated during my intake questionnaire. She created a personal fitness plan that aligns with my goals, experiences, and physical limitations. I told her some of the areas I wanted to focus on, like my booty, and that I absolutely refused to do burpees. When I started, I wanted to lose 20 pounds and enjoy working out again. I wanted to make physical activity a habit, and with Train Well, I am falling in love with the gym again. So the next day, I opened the app and I had a personalized workout plan that fit my schedule and indicated all of the equipment that I had access to in my gym. Y'all, for the first time in years, I was excited about going to the gym. The app made it fun and easy. I never had to think about what to do because the app guided me every step of the way, indicating my progress and tracking all of my moves through the Train Well app. Every set, rep, weight was planned by my personal trainer who gave me support and encouragement every time I showed up at the gym for a fraction of the cost of an in-person trainer. I think the best part of my coach is that every time my form was a little off or I was phoning it in, she corrected my moves through my Apple Watch. If I wasn't squatting low enough, she called me out. I want to thank Train Well for being the sponsor of this video today and always supporting this community. If you are ready to stop being stuck, you need to click the link in the description and get your free 14 days with Train Well. I don't know when you're catching this video, but every single week I'm losing at least 2 pounds. With a healthy diet and my personal trainer with Train Well, I feel completely unstoppable. If you're ready to level up your fitness, take full advantage of the free 14 days in the link in the description. Click the link, answer some questions, you'll get a free assessment, you'll get a professional that is there to help you along your fitness journey. Thank you again, Train Well, for sponsoring this video and supporting this community. Okay, so I promised you all 5 steps where you're gonna get stuck, and I could stay on health and wellness for a long time, but seriously, I want you to stop settling when it comes to your health, well-being, and self-care. Number 2 is relationships. Okay, girl, I'm gonna talk to you like I would my best friend. It's time for you to assess your relationships and identify if you are settling. It's very easy to do because we're supposed to compromise in our relationship. But when does compromising lean into settling for something that you just aren't happy with? Now, before I start breaking down all of my ideas on settling in a relationship, specifically a marriage, I want you to understand that I am pro-marriage. I believe that if God has placed a person in your life and you're supposed to be with them, that is the person that God has intended for you. However, if there is a situation, a relationship, and this could be in your marriage or even in your friendships that no longer serve you, if there are areas of your life that you really feel like I have just settled for our communication style, I have just settled for the way that you talk to me or the roles and titles that we have in our relationship, I have just settled into doing the things that you want to do when you want to do them, how you want to do them, when you want to do them, and I'm tired of it. If that is how you feel deep down inside, it is time to have a serious communication with God first and then with your partner. One of the ways that I have really found that help you to be able to stop settling in your relationships, again, be it your marriage, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, or even your friendships, is to set clear boundaries. Setting clear boundaries allows you the opportunity to clearly articulate what you need and expect out of your relationships. If you have settled for always doing the laundry, doing the dishes, cooking the meals, vacuuming the floors, cleaning the toilets, it's time to say, you know what, I will do that, but somebody else needs to pick up 5% of this. It is nothing wrong with setting boundaries around the things that you will and will not do, especially if it leans into you feeling more happy and satisfied in your relationship. The second way, which probably should have been the first, is communication. If you improve your communication, you're going to be able to express to others exactly what you need and the expectations that you have around your friendship or your relationship with them. Now, I want you to remember, communication goes both ways. As much as you need to speak and get things off your chest, you need to learn how to be an active listener. And when I say active listener, I'm not saying, I hear you. I mean looking at a person in the eye, giving them active cues that you are listening to them, maybe even taking notes in order to ensure that you're hearing them correctly so that you can read that information back to them. Yes, I said taking notes. Relationships is probably where most individuals identify that they have felt stuck, and communication is the only way that you're going to start shaking things up in your relationship and stop feeling the monotony that can actually settle into any type of relationship. If you feel as if you have settled in your friendships, it's time to start socializing more. It's time to find groups or communities where you can find like-minded people that better identify with you. I have so much to say about friendships. Finding individuals that are like you, that you are attracted to, that share the same interest as you. And whenever you are in a relationship with a friend and it just feels like you've been doing the same old things that you've done since high school, it's really time to identify what you want and need out of your friendships. The third way that you can go from stuck to successful is in your home and living situation. I have seen so many individuals settle for the city that they live in because they grew up there. Baby, you don't have to stay there. Outdoors is open. You can move and travel and experience absolutely anything that you want. I'm from Tampa, Florida. I absolutely love Florida, but there was absolutely no way that I wanted to live there the rest of my life. I lived in France. I learned the language. I've visited multiple countries all around this world. I've lived in multiple states, and I'm pretty sure I'm not settled yet. I want to see and experience absolutely everything. There is absolutely no reason for you to settle in a city that you don't like. If you don't want to live there anymore, move. If you can't move, save up to move. Today is the day that you decide if you have settled in your home, if you have settled in your living situation. If you're settled in the city that you live in, you're like, I don't want to be here one more winter. I'm moving to Hawaii. Honey, if you needed permission to leave, consider this your permission. It's time for you to go. Oftentimes we settle in the way that our house is decorated or even the clutter that we have in our house because we're like, I don't know where to put these boxes. I'm supposed to have a yard sale. I need to go to the Goodwill. I need an extra bathroom. I wish that my house was in this color. And then the reality of it is that we've just settled with the way things are. That box has been there for so long, I don't even know what's in it. It's time to declutter your space and stop settling for just the clutter and the mess in your life. Invest in renovations in your home to be able to create the home of your dreams. If you want to be able to knock out this wall, build a walk-in closet, add it upstairs to your home, refinish your basement, girl, today's the day to get it done. If you have to live in a space or you even get to live there, but you lived there for maybe 5, 6, 7, 8 years and you just hated the wall color, it's time to stop settling for the wall color that somebody else chose and you moved in that house. Put up some wallpaper, paint over it. Decide create a mural, hang pictures. This is the time for you to stop settling for the way that things have always been. Buy some new furniture, pick up some magazines, get inspired, hop on Pinterest, watch HGTV. Do what you have to do to start shaking things up in your home. When you start feeling like your home in a forward motion, whenever you feel like things are changing and that wall doesn't look the way it always has, and I've changed my office and I've renovated the lighting, I put a new ceiling fan on the patio and I got some new patio furniture. The smallest things can actually help you feel like you're not just settling for the way things have always been. And again, if you've done everything that you can to your home and you absolutely love your home, but you're driving to CVS one day and you're like, you know what? I hate the city. I'm tired of this stoplight. I'm tired of the same road. I'm tired of the same school district. I'm ready to go somewhere else. It's time to relocate. Now, I understand that everybody can't relocate to the south of France tomorrow, but consider relocating to another neighborhood, city, or even neighboring state. My husband and I recently moved to Savannah, Georgia from Louisville, Kentucky because we were tired of the winters. Since we've moved here, I make sure that I'm at the beach a few times a month and you can always catch me by the pool. Beach life suits me. I absolutely love it. I've now identified that I don't ever want to live far away from water again. If another country, city, or atmosphere better suits your lifestyle, then stop settling for the space that you live in and move to where you're going to be more happy, feel more fulfilled. In that move, you never know what new experiences and opportunities will be awaiting you. The fourth area that women tend to settle in is in your career and your profession. I think it's fantastic when someone retires from a position and they've been there for 36 years. But just make sure that you're not settling because you've always done it. I've put in so much time. I'm tenured here. Everybody knows me. I can do this job in my sleep. Make sure that those are none of the reasons why you're staying in a job that maybe doesn't even fulfill you. If I've started in on the profession or the lives that I've had, you all would be astonished. I worked in politics for 14 years. I've owned an international marketing company. I've been a makeup artist. I used to be a bartender for a little while. I've done consulting. I've made millionaires millions, and I've also had a bank account on zero. I've never settled for anything in life that didn't make me happy. What I want you to do is consider taking a self-assessment on your career and identify if you are actually operating in your purpose. Even though I've worked a lot of jobs and a lot of them brought me joy while they brought me joy, I would have rather found my purpose sooner than later. I use a system called Ikigai in order to find my passion. This is a Japanese system that takes 4 areas of your life and helps you to be able to identify your nucleus as your purpose, as your Ikigai, the thing that you're supposed to do with your life. When I tell you I introduce this method to all of my consulting clients, anybody that meets me or talks to me for at least 5 minutes, I'm going to talk to them about finding their purpose, their true purpose in life. You have no idea how many women I have met that have just settled in their career because they have to be able to make money. They have to keep the kids in school. They have to be able to plan for retirement. They have to be able to provide for themselves. They have to be able to ensure that their mother is taken care of as she's getting older. And there is a point we just settle in doing things that we literally hate because we feel like we have to. And no, I'm not suggesting that you quit your day job, but I am suggesting that you identify if you are settling in life and if you are not following your dreams and purpose. It's time to start picking up that side hustle, making that side hustle your main hustle until it becomes your main stream of revenue. I know that you have $1 million idea deep in your belly. I know that you just need permission in order to allow it to grow. This method of identifying your Ikigai actually helps you to be able to focus on exactly what you're supposed to do and gives you that permission that oftentimes we need in order to pursue it. Now, I am not a master in Ikigai, but it is something that I absolutely love. I'm going to link a few videos in the description below on how to actually find your Ikigai so that you can stop settling and live your life in purpose. And number 5 is your personal development. I promise you, honey, I talk about personal development in every video. Why? Because it is so important to your growth and overall development. Why do I talk about personal development so much? Because you are the most important person in the world. We are waiting for you to be able to join that hobby, to read that book, to learn something more, to be able to enrich this world, to make your mark, to leave a legacy. Your personal development means more than just what you want to do. We're literally waiting for you to develop that newest skill so that you can help others. And oftentimes when we've settled doing the same old thing, the same old way, our personal development really slides to the side. We stop setting goals, we stop traveling and having experiences, we stop on hobbies, we stop learning because we're just settled in the life that we have. We're just settled and okay with sitting on the couch watching Netflix at night, as opposed to saying that I'm going to learn something new. I'm going to create a budget that's going to help me to travel more. I'm going back to school in order to pick up a new skill, something that I've always wanted to be able to do. I'm going to start making clothes. I'm going to make soap. I'm going to learn how to do my makeup. I'm going to get in front of the camera and start my YouTube channel. I'm talking to somebody right now, so that's why I'm getting so close to the camera. Stop settling, honey. We are waiting for you, but you have got to start prioritizing yourself. You are the most important person in your life's equation. Not just you, but your kids, your children, your family, your best friend, your husband, your spouse, your partner is watching you. They are watching you. They are being encouraged by the actions that you're taking. They see you say that you're going to do small things and you are doing it. They say that you're going to get up and go for a hot girl walk. You're going to stop drinking coffee. You're going to stop swearing. You're going to clean up your house more. You're going to start prioritizing self-care. They're seeing you making these big changes, and they're seeing you starting to reinvent yourself, and they're taking note. They see that you're no longer stuck in settling, and you're encouraging them to do the same. This is bigger than you. We are in the 6th month of this year, and if you have found that you've not grown over the past 6 months, it's time to start creating goals that are going to help you to grow to become the person of your dreams. So you guys know that I'm the owner of the Ambition Planner, so I automatically believe that you should have an ambition planner to write your goals in. But even if it's on the back of a Post-it, start saying, these are the 4 areas that I want to work in. These are the 5 goals that I have that I want to accomplish over the next 90 days. This is the way that I'm going to accomplish those goals. This is how I'm going to measure my success. This is the timeline I'm going to want it in. This is the accountability partner. This is the level of accountability that I need in order to reach that goal. It's time for you to get that serious and that specific about reaching your goals and your personal development. You guys have no idea how fearful I was of settling in life. I was so confused whenever it came to understanding the difference between compromising and settling. But whenever I got it, I got it. As I understand that settling in my relationships, my health and wellness, my career and profession, my living situation, as well as my personal development were things that were holding me back in life. I started prioritizing identifying how stuck I was in each of these 5 areas and ensured that I was making some type of effort to just be 1% better in one of these 5 areas every single day. And yes, I know that sounds ambitious, and baby, I am ambitious. If I can be a better communicator today than I was yesterday, then I've leveled up. If I declutter my makeup drawer and throw away that old mascara that's dried up, I'm 1% better than I was yesterday. If I take an online course or learn something on YouTube, heck, even watching this video has helped you to be 1% better than you were yesterday. You aren't settling anymore, honey. You are not stuck. You are moving forward, but just being intentional and mindful about the ways that you are moving forward helps you to be able to celebrate those small and large wins, and it really gives you the momentum that you need to continue to move forward. Okay, girl, I hope that you enjoyed today's video. I really want you to thrive in these 5 areas. I know that you have felt stuck or stagnant in these areas in the past, but today I want you to take all of the thoughts and ideas that I've given you and start implementing them as soon as today. I want to thank Train Well again for being a sponsor of this video and supporting our community. Please make sure that you learn all about Train Well by clicking the link in my description and signing up for your free 14 days with your very own personal trainer. Make sure that you share this video with someone else. Give it a thumbs up. Make sure that you like, you share, you subscribe, and make sure that you return right here next week for another brand new video. Until our next video, I pray that you are well and that you are working towards reaching your most ambitious goals.